Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Waters and I am the Dean of Undergraduate Education and the Vice Provost for Academic Student Services. It's a very long title that means I focus all the time on the undergraduate academic experience. I'm also a faculty member in the School of Public Affairs where I teach law classes, and I'm an AU alumna. I earned both my undergraduate and my law degrees from AU, and I graduated in 1998 with a double major in CLEG and Women's and Gender Studies. So you can say that I am AU through and through. We're at the point in the semester where you're thinking about registering for your next semester's classes, and I thought this would be a great time to talk to you about the connections between the AU core and your major and minor. I'll do two things today. One, I'm going to talk through the basics of the AU core, but then two, I want to talk to you about the why we are so focused on making sure that all of our students are intertwining a liberal arts education with their major and minor. And because the AU core is focused on questions, I'll run through the who, what, where, when, and why of the AU core. Our first question is who. First, who takes courses in the AU core? And the answer to that is every undergraduate student in every major at AU. In your first year, you'll take classes like Complex Problems and the American University Experience, and in your final year, you'll complete a capstone seminar. The second who is who teaches in the AU core, and the answer to that one is almost all of our faculty. Over 1,000 faculty members teach in the AU core. Our next question is the what. What is this thing called the AU core? And the AU core is AU's version of a liberal arts education program. At some schools, that's called a general education program, but we pride ourselves on doing this differently. At some schools, when you take a general education program, it's a checkbox thing. You take one course in science, one course in math, one course in history, and then they call you well-rounded. We took a hard look at our curriculum about 6 years ago and said we want to do this differently. We don't want a curriculum focused on memorization or just checking off the boxes learning certain facts. We wanted to focus on what you do with those facts and focus on things like intellectual exploration, curiosity, and an inquiry-based model. So the AU core curriculum is focused on exactly that. How do we train and cultivate leaders for the 21st century? In your first year, you'll take a mix of courses. You'll be taking courses in your major or minor, but also courses in the AU core. And this is important because it gives you flexibility. When I was a student, I changed my major several times, and the fact that you're taking AU core classes allows you to do that because you're continuing to build those foundations even if you change your major at some point over your time at AU. So in your first year, you'll take several courses. One, the Complex Problems seminar. Two, your American University Experience courses, AUX1 and AUX2, and if you're watching this video, that means you're already taking AUX1, so you're winning. You'll also take a course in written communication and a course in quantitative reasoning. Completion of this set of courses forms the foundation for your first year at AU. After your first year at AU, you will continue to take courses in your major and minor and the AU core. And in your second through fourth years, you'll really focus on what we call the Habits of Mind courses. And these are pockets of courses that focus on questions of how we think and the connections between disciplines. Over the course of your time at AU, you'll take one course in each of the following 5 areas. One in socio-historical inquiry, one in cultural inquiry, one in ethical reasoning, one in natural scientific inquiry, and one in creative aesthetic inquiry. You'll also take upper-level courses that are designed to thread into your major. So an advanced course in quantitative reasoning, an advanced written communication course, and also courses unique to AU that we call the diversity and equity courses. The diversity and equity courses build on the foundations that you set in the American University Experience 2 course. And in your final year at AU, you will complete a capstone course. And this really is a chance for you to showcase all of the learning you have brought together at AU. It will be unique to your discipline. So for example, if you're a dance major, maybe it's a performance-based piece. If you're a history major, maybe you're writing a traditional thesis. But whatever your capstone is, it's a great foundation for what you'll do next. It's great for graduate school applications or great for that first job interview. So our final question is the why. Why are we so invested in the AU Core, and why do we make you take classes in the Core? Many of you have heard me say at different times over your first year at AU that my definition of success is that every single one of our students will cross that stage at graduation whole and healthy, interested and interesting. Whole, healthy, interested and interesting. And we think the AU Core can play a part in that. We feel strongly that learning is not just about memorization or making sure that you can recite back facts or statistics. We want you to think about, what can I do with those facts and statistics? How can I use them and use them in an ethical way? We think that learning how to think is essential. Whether you're a business major, an international relations major, government, journalism, or education, that how we think and finding the connections across discipline is what we do so well at AU. And finally, the AU Core helps to prepare you for the real world. We know that employers are looking for people who can communicate clearly, who can analyze facts and statistics, who can engage in diverse perspectives and diverse experiences, and who can bring curiosity and creativity to problem solving no matter what field they work in. Those are the things that make the AU Core so unique and special. So that's it. That's the who, what, where, when, and why of the AU Core. As you register for classes for next semester, make sure you consult with your advisor about the best classes to take, looking for classes in your major, minor, and the AU Core. And best of luck as you finish up this semester.